Hey, this is Mike with Tactical Wood Gas, and we're going to talk about fans. The gas fire system comes with a 12-volt DC fan. The black wire is negative, and the yellow wire is positive. There's a little arrow hidden in here that's kind of hard to see, but it says flow, and it shows that the air comes in this side and goes out that side. If you can't find that, or if they changed, the markings on the thing, when you connect it, you'll feel which way the air is going out. So what we want to do is get some wiring going on this, and it doesn't take very heavy gauge stuff. So this is stuff you can get at Home Depot or Harbor Freight or Harbor Freight,
Radio Shack,
anywhere like that. So first thing we want to do is split this apart, and they don't have to be these red-black pairs. You can buy separate red and black wires and just cut them the same length, and you can go out to put a cigarette lighter on the end and plug it into your car and use your car's battery. You can have your battery bank. You can have a spare battery. You can have these little lightweight ones. You don't have to run it for very long, so it doesn't take too much. But you need 12 volts in order to run the fan. So I'm going to start with this wire. We're going to split it in half and peel it apart just a little bit. And I'm going to use a stripper here and get rid of some of the insulation. I'm removing about a ½ inch off of each end. And then I'm going to do the same thing with, these come already stripped. Okay, so I'm going to start with the positive lead, which is yellow. And I'm going to twist these guys together. Nice and tight. Then I'm going to grab a wire nut, and this is a wire nut. They sell these at any Home Depot, any of the hardware stores. It's got a little spring on the inside, and you slide it all the way in, and you twist it on, and it secures them together nicely. So we'll do the same thing on the ground side here. Now what we want to do is strain relief these. So a good idea would be then to get a zip tie and just zip these guys together.
Or even electrical tape wrapped around that would hold them together.
Yeah, so that when you're tugging on this, you're not tugging on the electrical connection. So there's another piece that comes with the system, and this is something that we added to protect the fan, which is plastic, from the heat of the system. When you've burned up most of your fuel toward the top there, if you're running the fan for generating a lot of gas, but you're not actually drawing it in with an engine, you may have the fan on there a long time. So you remove the lid from the gas fire, and what we want to do is there's two ways you're going to operate this. When you're igniting the system, you're going to want to set it up so that it's drawing smoke up and out. And what we do is we take this adjustable elbow piece and turn it into a 90-degree and fit it on the end. So when you're igniting it, you've got the plastic piece down, and this is so that we weren't planning on the rooster, life on the farm. So the air goes into the fan and out here when you're igniting it. So it fits on like this, and you're drawing air into the system, and the smoke comes out.
And you can direct it away from your face or your house
or your cameraman.
Or your cameraman.
But when you're running, after you've ignited the system and you're running gas through it, well, smoke initially, and then it'll become wood gas. Then you flip it over, so you're blowing air into the system. And the advantage to this is if you have to run off and do other things, and you've lost track of this for a little while, if the fire burns up toward the top and you're still blowing gas through the system, it provides an indirect path for the air to come in, so it's not directly exposed to the heat of the coals.
And that way it doesn't melt your fan.
So it doesn't melt your fan. So then the other end, you split apart. And in this case, we're just for demonstration here. Your battery has a negative and a positive, so I'm going to connect the negative on here and just stick the wire under there and tighten it down a bit. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the positive side. And so here we have, it's blowing air through the system, and this is for getting the gasification started. For getting the fire initially lit, you're in this shape where the air is blowing from the system through and out. And that is how you connect up and use the fan for a tactical wood gas fire system.